Hatep and Ma'at, welcome to our Black August Rising Meditation. Thank you for joining us. To those who are here with us live, to those who are catching the raw play, welcome. I want to invite you to take the time and the space to allow yourself to prepare for this meditation. So give yourself a few breaths, land wherever you are. Hopefully, you've already laid the foundation for your sacred space. And we are going to make sure that everyone is hydrated. For those who may be here for the first time, the Black August Rising meditation is a commemoration of all of the Black freedom fighters who have come before us, those who are still political prisoners, those who are still in the fight, as I like to say. Part of what this intention is of this offering is to make sure that we're able to root ourselves in this tradition, in the tradition of Black liberation, and recognize the warrior spirit within us. So we're in a spiritual practice, in a spiritual journey to really fortify the heart, to strengthen the heart, to stir up the fire, to work with the fire that August brings. So there are going to be other offerings, but I want to really center our practice and make sure that you are aware of what exactly the intention is that we are moving through spiritually with this Black August meditation. So, as we honor the heart, we're going to continue to work with the heart tone that we started with yesterday. We're also going to bring in the drum, and all of these meditations are intuitively guided, intuitively led. So, those of you who are present, whatever I energetically feel that is needed, and um, just in deep trust of my own heart, that is where I'm guiding us. One of the things that spiritually I felt really clear about as I've been tuning and preparing to continue to guide us in this practice is that we're in the process, or the initial start of the month is really about us clearing energy out and kind of setting the stage, preparing the heart for this journey, right? It's like a descent. We have to descend into the depths of our fears, the depths of um, even our struggles, the challenges that we've experienced. And then from that space, we're going to ascend. So a strong heart is necessary as we descend, because we are also in eclipse season. So just keeping these things in mind is part of like what I want to offer as I ask for your consent to guide your psyche through meditation. So thank you for your trust. And again, everything is by invitation. So just prepare yourself wherever you are. Just starting to take notice of your breath, wherever your breath is in this moment. We're going to slowly bring ourselves into our meditation, but I want to give us a chance to just begin setting the tone with the sound bowl. So make sure you're comfortable. I'm going to make sure that I get this candle present. I want to light this incense. If you have anything that you want to use to set the tone for your sacred space, I invite you to do that. Please, please, please stay hydrated. Make sure that you get your water, tea, whatever it is that you need to hydrate your body. All right. The best way for us to connect with nature is through the elements. So that's why I have been inviting people to have a candle or to have incense, to have their water. So give thanks. Perfect. Still had a candle in here. First and foremost, giving thanks and praises to the divine, the great spirit that is indwelling within us, giving thanks to our beloved ancestors, whom without we would not be here, giving thanks to the spirit of courage, the spirit of fire, the spirit of justice, of Ma'at, Hehuti Ma'at, the balance that brings this universal declaration of our success, our victory, and continuing the revolution that those who came before us have initiated, and affirming our protection as we journey together for our meditation. So just begin to deepen your breath gently, right? However you observed where your body is. I'm just inviting you to tune into wherever your capacity is currently so that you can begin to strengthen your capacity. I hope everyone's having a beautiful rising. And we're going to begin again with some clearing breaths. So as you begin to spiral your breaths in through your inhale, intentionally bringing it down into the belly. We're trying to expand the belly, bringing it into that womb space, into that core space, wherever you are in your body, however deep you can. And as you release, I invite you to drop your jaw, open your mouth, and give yourself an audible release. All right? Free your breath, free your vibration, free your voice. Allow yourself to actually release with sound. Sometimes we can be blocked there and not fully allow ourselves to just let it out. This is your opportunity. This is what you're here for. This is what we're clearing out. We're clearing out any stagnant energy, any outworn energy, any density, anything that we don't need, anything that's not serving us in our contribution to healing and liberation and restoration and elevation and expansion of ourselves in connection to our collective body and our people. So use this opportunity. Give yourselves those inhales and exhale out of the mouth. Inhaling in through the nostrils at your own pace, continuing this flow. Right now, everything is at your own pace, trusting your body as deep as you can take that breath into your belly, dropping the jaw and just making space. Clearing out anything from the night. Clearing out anything from yesterday. Inhaling and filling that space, calling in your energy, calling in your spirit, calling in everything that you want to bring into this day through your breath, and filling that space that you're making with every exhale. Letting out any energy that you don't need. Inhale, filling your body, allowing that breath to circulate, beginning to hold that breath a little bit more, letting it release, letting that breath drop into the hips, drop down the thighs, drop down to the knees, down to your legs, down to your feet. Letting that energy circulate, and with every exhale, making space. Allowing yourself to yawn your way in if you need to. Inhaling that energy into the body, feeling that space that you're making as you exhale. With every inhale, spiraling that intention into the body with your breath. Feeling, letting it circulate, letting it rise up to the heart also, letting it rise up to the throat, up to your first eye, expanding your vision up to your crown, connecting to your divinity, spreading out through your arms, and releasing out of the mouth. Inhale, bringing that breath in. Letting it circulate, bringing it deep into the belly, and then letting it rise and spread, letting it come out through the arms. Remembering the arms are extensions of the heart. And releasing. Just making space as we prepare to allow ourselves to come into this meditative space. Allowing ourselves to receive our inner guidance. Allowing ourselves to connect to our hearts through today's practice. Again, connecting with your breath at your own pace, without judgment, just slowly guiding that breath to deepen. We're going to begin to relax the body a little bit more. As I said, some of our practices as we go deeper into our meditations are going to bring us more into the body. So if you're with us in this beginning phase, making sure that you start to create space in your physical environment, to be on a mat, to be on a blanket, to be on the ground, to allow yourself to have the space to begin to come more into the body. For now, wherever you are seated, wherever you are in your body, we're going to begin to bring more attention and direction into the body. So, knowing that you're safe in your body, that your body is yours, coming into that spirit of sovereignty, of autonomy and authority of our body is our intention. So as we clear out our breaths, we're making space to bring our spirit fully into our body. We're releasing any energy that we've accumulated throughout the day, throughout the night, so that we can begin our day intentionally and full in ourselves. So begin to allow your body to just kind of melt down into wherever you are. Just allow yourself to drop the body, relax. Maybe bringing your chin down to your chest, allowing your back to curve. I'm inviting you to bring your hands, your palms to your knees. I'm going to begin to create more space in our next session so that you can see more of my body. But for now, you're just bringing a curve into your spine and then bringing your chest out and open and just dropping the shoulders back, dropping the neck back, opening the throat. And then as you exhale, curving the back, curving the spine, your jed, your backbone, and bringing your chin to your chest. Inhaling, curving out and extending the throat, curving that spine, that jed. Exhale, tucking that chin into your chest, curving the spine in the opposite direction, tucking your hip bones in, inhaling, bringing the neck open, dropping the head back, opening the heart, opening the chest. And just exhaling one more time, just giving yourself that curve in your spine, waking up the spine a little bit here, chin to chest. And then opening the heart, dropping the head back. And then coming back into center. We're going to begin doing a few shoulder rolls and neck rolls just to prepare ourselves to be more present in the heart. So I invite you to give yourself a few shoulder rolls to the back, opening up the heart, releasing any tension that we've gathered in our shoulders. Now going in the opposite direction, opening up the back, releasing any tension in the shoulders, allowing yourself to awaken the heart. And now we're going to go back again, but this time alternating shoulders from left to right. Just waking that energy up, bringing it up. And in the opposite direction, we're going to go forward, alternating each shoulder, waking up the body gently. And then I'm inviting us to just bring our shoulders up to our ears, bringing that tension up all the way, holding it here. Remember your breath, trusting your breath to guide you, and release. So we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders up. Hold that breath and hold that tension. And then exhale slowly. Drop the shoulders down, releasing. Inhaling in, lifting. Holding that tension, holding. We're giving ourselves a nice somatic release. Exhale, slowly drop the shoulders down. And one more time, we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Holding, getting clear, receiving. And on the exhale, dropping slowly. Releasing. Bring your palms together here and warm those palms, creating that electromagnetism. Remember the healing that's in the palms of your hands, the power of our intention, of our consciousness, of our energy, our attention. Bringing that healing energy to the palm of your hands and then bringing it to your shoulders here. I want to invite you to massage those shoulders out. This energy work is really around releasing the tension, releasing stress here from our shoulders, relaxing the nervous system. Breathing and massaging. Feeling into your body. If there's any other part of your body that's calling your attention, that's calling your energy, that's calling those healing hands, bring your attention there. Releasing the shoulders, massaging the shoulders, and then swiping that energy off of the shoulders, off of the arm. Releasing, shaking those hands off. Give yourself a nice deep inhale. Drop the chin down to the chest. We're going to do a few neck rolls here. Towards the left, bring that left ear to that left shoulder, and then drop it back. Bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. And then continuing in this direction. To the left. Remembering your breath here. And once you come back into center, you're going to go in the opposite direction to the right, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder, and then dropping it back and continuing over to the left ear. So just giving ourselves a few rolls in this direction. Just give yourself the freedom to open the energy here. And when you bring yourself back to center, meet me here with your head held tall, bringing it back up. I want you to imagine like the energy that's pulling you down into wherever you are connecting with the ground, with the land. Let that gravity pull you down into the ground. Imagine like you're letting out roots that are deepening into the earth. If your feet are on the ground or if it's just your butt that's on the ground, allow yourself to just sink in. But we're going to imagine like we have a golden thread that's tied at our sit bone that's stacking us up one vertebrae at a time, lifting our jed, lifting our backbone, pulling you up through your neck, up through your crown, all the way up to Mama Newt. So you're erecting the body, relaxing the shoulders, dropping the shoulders back, opening the heart, nice and tall. And this is going to be the posture that I invite you to hold. If you feel any discomfort in this posture, trust your body, but just make sure that you are relaxing your shoulders and that you're nice and tall. We're going to continue to work with the heart tone. When it comes to meditation, remember, whatever comes to you, allow it to flow, right? As you allow the energy, the thoughts, your body to connect with you through your mind, trust in the insights, the wisdom of your body. This is the guidance that you're receiving through meditation. That's the intention. My guidance is just to connect you with yourself so that you can receive your own inner wisdom. Okay, so I'm going to begin to play the sound bowl. Remember your breath, connect with your breath as you just receive and allow the heart bowl to tune you for a few moments here. Let me bring it here for us. Should be fully landed into our hearts at this moment. And I want to bring us back into the consciousness of the heart as the center of our solar system, the soul, right? The solar power that is centered in our being, that's housed in our bodies, the affirmation or declaration of our sovereignty of our bodies, authority of our bodies. And as I said before, when we think about this journey through Black August, it's about revolution. So, revolution is not stagnant. When we think about our planet and we think about being the sun of our solar system and everything revolving around it, even the sun is moving, right? It's not a complete circle, it's a spiral of growth. Now, when I say we descend in that spiral, there's a point where it descends down and then it rises back up and then it descends back down and it rises back up. This needs to be the orientation that we have to revolution because the ultimate guide for us is the sun. So I'm going to guide us with the drum just intuitively to where we can honor this revolutionary spirit, right? Part of it is really acknowledging the reason why we have freedom fighters, right? The reason why we have political prisoners to even honor, for us to be able to have a lot of the freedoms that we are exercising right now, and the reason why we're gathered together every day throughout Black August is in honor of their spirit, to uplift their spirit, to be in gratitude, to appreciate the sacrifices that have been made. In that appreciation is the recognition that that drives us forward to not have to make those same sacrifices, but to maximize that. So, tuning into your own internal guidance with this meditation, again, everything is by invitation. Continue to honor your breath, to feel into the energy. Hopefully, you can hear the drum. Coming into the rhythm of the heart. Feeling your heart. I invite you to touch your heart. What is your heart saying to you right now? What do you have to be grateful for? Listening. Honoring the ancestors who are with you in your blood. Honoring the continuity. Honoring your body. Honoring your life. Inviting in your purpose, your being. Pulling in your energy from all the spaces that it's been in, all the conversations and connections. Coming back into the womb with gratitude. Excuse me. My apologies. That's Daddy. Trust your breath to guide you. That's the seed that came to me to sow in our hearts for today. Is coming into deep trust of the heart, however, wherever it is. So, in the spirit of Ma'at, as we continue to tune our hearts, I invite you to just take a moment to really take inventory for yourself, right? For those who are familiar with the 42 principles or covenants of Ma'at, they're 42 declarations that our ancestors said every rising to declare, I will not steal, I will not kill, I will not waste water. And then at the end of each day, they would also say these declarations: I have not stolen, I have not killed, I have not wasted water. And taking that moral inventory where we would say what we will not do. And then at the end of the day, give ourselves our own inventory of what we have and haven't done. Now, maybe one of the things we can start for the rest of our August practice is doing the original 42 principles or covenants of Ma'at for our meditation. I think that would be a beautiful thing that I'm feeling right now as I'm sharing this with you. And I'm sharing that though to recognize that Ma'at is a moral inventory that we do on ourselves. We are the ones weighing our hearts, right? So when we weigh our hearts, it's a very real thing. It's not just, once the body is deceased, it's not just a spiritual ceremony that is also real in the essence of coming into the judgment hall and being assessed for the life that we've lived, for our soul taking accountability for the choices that we've made in our lives. It's also very real every day, the state of your heart, the weight of your heart. If your heart is light, if your heart is heavy. So as we move through this practice, revolution begins in you. That is our declaration for Tehuti Ma'at as a revolutionary movement, as a revolutionary ideology, as a revolutionary instrument, as a cooperative, is recognizing that the revolution is you. It is each and every one of us. And until we orient ourselves internally to embody what we preach outwardly, we are not in integrity with our words. So our goal is to create congruence. So take these moments of meditation to be aware and to connect with where you are in your heart. Who are the people that are coming up in meditation? What are the things, the thoughts that are coming up? These are the things that are weighing on your heart. So be aware of that. I invite you after the practice, if you do have the space, or even if you don't have the space, make the space later on in the day to journal, to meditate, to journal and reflect on what came up in your meditations. Immediately after would be the best, because then you can write it down while it's still fresh on your heart and your mind, and begin to see the things that you need to do to seruj ma'at, which means to restore ma'at, to lighten your heart. There might be people you need to forgive. You may need to ask for forgiveness. You may need to forgive yourself. You may need to do things to bring balance and reciprocity into your life. Maybe you're taking a lot. Maybe you're over giving. These are the things that we assess in the heart space that we're centering throughout the meditations that we're doing for Black August. So I also want to shout out to the chat here. I made it. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. I don't know your name, but it says No One Nobody. And no one, nobody says, yes, awareness is key. Ashe. Okay, so we have a few more minutes in our meditation. So, again, I invite you to stay hydrated, to be present. It's Alyssa. Welcome. Welcome, Alyssa. Well, Alyssa looks like someone else who's here in the chat with us. Orange, welcome. If there's anything when you're here with us live, like that's the benefit of doing it live. If there's anything that you want to share, if there's anything that you feel like you need or anything that's touching you that feels good for you, that you feel more of, all of that guidance is really great for me. So thank you. On my phone and computer. It's all good. It's all good. Well, welcome, Alyssa. Glad to have you here with us live, and anyone else who's here with us live. Thank you so much. And thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so I'm going to invite us to do a posture. I would love to teach you a posture that's called the Ka. It is a posture. It is also Medu Neter, which is divine expression, divine communication. Welcome, Leani. Glad to have you. And this posture actually opens the heart, right? As I said in the meditation as we were doing it, the arms are extensions of the heart, okay? So when we do the posture, it is, let me see if I can position this better so that you can see me more. You are going to bring your arms out like this, 90-degree angle here, as much as you can. And it's like your hands are raised up. One of the reasons why I love this posture is, one, it's like very subtle, but you can feel it working, right? Physically, in terms of your muscles. But the posture of the Ka is the spirit, okay? And the hands are up and the hands are raised. And I remember when my spiritual father, Baba Heru, who is now an ancestor, who's present with us, always shared and made the connection between our resistance, our current resistance, and the hands raised up like this, right? Especially when we had a lot of the iteration of the movement right now is still dealing with police brutality, which is very real, right? Police murder. And the state apparatus that is still undermining our very life, right? And one of the things that became a chant that we would say is hands up, right? Now, the hands up is associated with, like, you know, it's kind of an act of surrender, but also in the spirit of Tehuti, Tehuti was also symbolized as a baboon many times. And one of the reasons why the baboon is very sacred is because it has a very time-oriented, it has a very time, like a punctual nature, which is an aspect of Tehuti, right? It's universal law. And Tehuti, the baboon form, raises its hands to the sun every rising also, right? Celebrates the sunrise. So there are many different natural ways that we could look at our hands up. But essentially, to me, when I think about it in the essence of spirit, why would we use this symbol to symbolize spirit? There's an aspect of surrender. There's an aspect of like the human aspect of like the spirit incarnate, but there's an aspect of that aspect of, how can I put this into words? Like, what is beyond you? Like, the essence of it is really in you just holding the posture and recognizing and feeling what it represents. But as I try to put it into words, to me, it feels like trust. It feels like beyond me, beyond my physical body. It's like openness and trust. And like I said, this extension of the arms opens the heart. So I'm inviting us to hold this posture. Now, depending on how your arms are, you may feel like you need to drop your arms at a certain point. If you do need to do that, then you can do so, and then lift your arms back up and come back into the posture. Okay, remembering to have your jed, your backbone nice and tall and erect, relaxing the shoulders and trusting the our prefrontal cortex where we have no nerves, and we allow ourselves to be fully in surrender, to receive and to be present. So just be with your breath, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace, allowing the breath to support you in this posture. Deep breaths, bringing them into the belly and then letting them rise and circulate to wherever you need. Trusting the body, trusting the posture. Trusting this moment. I'm going to hold a few more breaths here. Make it count. If you've had to release your arms, try to bring yourself back here. Bring your breath in. Let your breath be your strength. Holding the posture of the Ka. Opening the heart. Remembering that an open heart is a safe heart. So we started with that. An open heart is a safe heart. And today we added, trust your breath to guide you. An open heart is a safe heart. Trust your breath to guide you. One more nice deep breath, holding, bringing that life force in, tightening your core, tightening your womb space, tightening those lower muscles, contracting, bringing that energy up, letting it circulate up, rise up through your jed, through each vertebrae, up the back of your spine, up the back of your neck, up to your head, up to your crown, up, and release. Coming back into the shoulders where we started our practice today. Relaxing the shoulders, dropping the shoulders back. Remembering your breath, bringing those shoulders forward. Alyssa said it really opens the heart like a surrender. Ashe. So, thank you. You can relax your shoulders. Come into your breath. I'm going to come back into our heart tone to close out our practice today. We're going to allow the heart tone to still connect with us. to tune us, I should say. What a beautiful intention for us to all gather ourselves together in meditation to start our days for Black August. I really, really want to thank you for being here. I want to ask you to share this offering. We have a long month ahead. It's going to feel very short, it's going to fly by. And each day we're going to sow more seeds. So carry those seeds with you. I hope you write them down. So, yesterday's seed that we sowed, that was sown, is, I hope you remember it. I repeated it during the final phase of our breath. So, repeat after me. An open heart is a safe heart. An open heart is a safe heart. I can trust my breath to guide me. I can trust my breath to guide me. I can trust my breath to guide me. Say, an open heart is a safe heart. I can trust my heart to guide me. I can trust my breath to guide me. My heart is open. Ashe. So we're going to bring many layers in to our practice. Our sister Leani is going to bring us some meditations as well. And it's all going to be intuitively guided. As I said, we're going to bring in some sexual alchemy, which is going to be really intentional work with the life force, working with the root and the sacral energy, and really circulating energy throughout the body, finding wherever we may have some blockages, and just supporting you in healing the body through meditation, listening to the body, refining your discernment. So I invite you to share this. Again, this is a donation-based practice that we're offering throughout the month. So I do invite you to see the link in the bio for your options to contribute to our meditation today. Our Cash App is at the bottom as well. It's $ Tehuti Ma'at World. And you can also, if you don't have Cash App, you can use the PayPal link. Even if you do not have PayPal, there's the option to use a debit or credit card for making a contribution to Tehuti Ma'at. And please share, like the video, share, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time we add the offerings. By the new moon, which is going to be a solar eclipse, we are going to have Mama Regina with us. We are going to begin activating Think, Thoughts Whole New Knowledge, our educational platform. I am also going to start bringing the Ka series, which stands for Kemetic Astral. So you just learned what the Ka is today, but the Ka is a educational, spiritual educational series that I've been wanting to do for a while that stands for Kemetic Astral. I really want to be able to teach the wisdom that I've learned from my journeying through the astral realm, through plant medicine, through meditation, through healing, and the 13 years of journeying consciously that I've been doing in this life, but specifically rooted in Kemetic science and really understanding from an ancestral perspective how to unlock our genetic memory. And that series is also going to start as well. So I'll be sharing that. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll be able to have the notification when anything is scheduled. And of course, I also invite you to join Tehuti Ma'at, to join the Tehuti Ma'at militia. if you are a spiritual warrior and you know you're a star in this constellation and you want to be supported more deeply and you want to get our monthly reports, which is our newsletter, the August report is going to come out and it'll have the calendar with all of the different offerings as well. So maybe those are some of the calendar things that I can begin to share each rising. And yeah, as we build together and we start to cultivate what this Black August offering is going to be, these layers are going to come on. So as I said, we're going to start sharing the 42 covenants of Ma'at every rising. So I'm going to make sure that I get that onto the screen so that you can actually see it and put a link to it. So that way you can follow along and learn more about Ma'at, about Tehuti, about this instrument. And if you want to find more information, you can also go to tehutimaat.org/about to see all about our co-op, right? So if you want to join Tehuti Ma'at, you are invited to join at the Kingdom rank, which is our entry into the outer orbit of our solar system, and you can get access to all of the other offerings that we'll continue to offer. All right, thank you very much for being here with us today, and I will see you tomorrow rising. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and connecting to this intention of honoring and acknowledging, sending energy to those political prisoners who are still behind bars, who do not have the basic freedoms that we have here, while we also acknowledge the fight towards our victory and the true freedom that we want to see and express through the world. Okay? Ashe, power.